Ah, Minecraft Live. It's that time of year, everybody. The time when Minecraft Live comes around and the Minecraft community unanimously comes together and decides on a new mob to add into the game, peacefully and without any discourse whatsoever. Just kidding. It's the time when the Minecraft community is at war. Honestly, I'm surprised that it's as controversial as I've been seeing. We have the opportunity to vote a new mob into the game, and call me an optimist, but I'm actually really excited about this year's mob vote. But without further ado, let's take a look at these mobs. Also, don't mind the skin. It's for something big that's coming up soon, so don't worry about the belly button, unless you want to. I do have to say that I really enjoy this animation. This just looks so cool. The crab. Here we go.
Look, there's something on that beach over there. Could it be a new mob?
Maybe it can help us get unlost.
We're not lost. We're following my super secret shortcut.
That's right, Jens, you tell him.
Let's see who gets to live first.
Oh, Tiny Woo has found a crab. One of the new mobs that
There
wants
he
to join
is, the
Minecraft.
crab.
It lives in mangrove swamps, like this one.
The crab's claw is very handy for players that like building.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because crab claws allow players to place blocks further away.
Place blocks
This
further.
is colossal.
Oh my goodness, that's a bad
To
pun.
Minecraft Live.
Do you want the crab to become Minecraft's new mob?
I gotta say, I really like the crab's design. Like, the colors just look so good. The colors look great. All right, on to the next mob, the armadillo. Here we go.
I don't remember this being here.
Are
Oh,
you sure
Jens
this is
got
a
him
shortcut
lost.
to Minecraft Live?
Absolutely. I'll prove it.
It's rowing on land. Oh my goodness.
Huh?
There it is, the armadillo.
This is the armadillo, one of the mobs that wants to join Minecraft. It lives in warm places, like this savanna biome. The armadillo drops scute, which can be used to craft armor for your wolf. This
That's
will
pretty
give
cool.
your favorite four-legged friend some extra defense against hostile mobs. I am not lost, but do you know the way to Minecraft Live?
Do you want the armadillo to join Minecraft?
The armadillo just looks so cute, and it looks right at home in the savanna biome. Oh, that's cool. Third and final mob, the penguin. The penguin. Here we go.
Jens, are you coming back? We better get going because I'm not missing the mob
It's a
vote.
beautiful
Let's just hope the new
sunset, by
mobs
the way.
aren't hostile. Where was that? Wait! Those are
Penguins, there they are.
Look, there's even a
Oh,
baby.
There's even a baby.
Penguins live in the stony shore biome and they're super friendly. So
Super
don't
friendly.
be scared if they come up to say hello.
That makes me so happy to hear that the penguins are super friendly.
Penguins are a bit clumsy on land, but they are elegant swimmers. Penguins can also help your boat travel faster, which I could definitely use right now.
Penguins
Excuse me, penguins.
make your boat
do you
travel
think you
faster.
could help me get to Minecraft Live in time for the mob vote?
Do you want the penguin to join Minecraft?
The penguins are just cute, regardless of what they appear in. But the armadillo and the crab both, I really like their designs, and I'm curious what they would actually look like inside Minecraft. I know people have made some mods, but I'm curious what those mobs would actually look like inside the game. So we'll see. So now that we have watched all the videos and kind of get some basic knowledge of all the different mobs, I'm gonna kind of do a breakdown of what my thoughts are and what each mob has going for it, and kind of the ups and downs, pros and cons, if you will, of each mob, and just what I think. I'd love to know what you guys think, so drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you disagree with me or if you agree with me, I'd love to know, so let me know down in the comments below. Dropping bars like it's my job. Okay, the crab, first off, lives in a mangrove swamp, has a giant mega claw, and players can use the claw to place blocks further, which I think is the best special ability out of these 3 mobs. Easily. I don't think that's up for debate in anybody's eyes. The Minecraft website mentioned that the crab is very important to the ecosystem of the mangrove swamp, which made me a little bit curious. I don't know quite how that fits into the overall, sort of thing that we got going on, but I'd be curious to see. Some good things, again, super useful special ability. And I think the mangrove swamps do need a little bit more content to be in that biome. Right now, there's the frogs over there, but I don't feel like the frogs are being used that much, and the crab would add a really cool thing to the mangrove swamp. So I'm game with that. I don't know, saying that the mangroves need a little bit more content, I don't know how well the crab would fit in there. It just feels a little out of place to me for a crab to be in a mangrove swamp. And in fact, like, here, actually, let me do this real quick. I mean, feel free to say your own opinion, but I just don't feel like a crab really fits into this biome as well as some other things. When I think of crab, I really think of like beaches and stuff like that. And so I guess the thought process in Mojang is the fact that, like, well, the turtles are on the beaches, and that makes the most sense. It was just a thought that I have. So it's not really a con. It's just a little bit of an observation, if you will. And honestly, that's really the only downside that I have for a crab. I mean, it's a really strong contender for the mob vote. I think it's a great option. It's definitely better than some of the mobs that have been voted in for the mob vote. Get wrecked, glow squid. No, I mean, again, crab, great option. The armadillo lives in the savanna, which 100% is the way it should be. I think that is probably the best of all the biome mob matches. I also think that the savanna, when you say savanna biome, I just think of all these different animals that would be cool to see in the savanna biome that you would have to travel here for. And the armadillo is a great addition. I think that would be an awesome mob to have in the savannah. The savannah desperately needs more content that's, not just a more bland plains biome. I mean, sometimes the savannah can feel honestly just like a bland plains biome, and I think it would be cool to have more savannah specific mobs, especially like lions and tigers. But the armadillo is awesome. I love that for the savannah biome. It drops a scoot, which can be used to craft wolf armor. But here's the downside, is the fact that we already have in the game, we have horse armor, and I don't know why it's such a big deal for wolf armor to try and be something different. It feels to me like maybe we should, have wolf armor appear in the world the same as horse armor does, and kind of have it in the same sort of category of like how we obtain it. And I feel like the armadillo is kind of a wasted resource if that's its only purpose. You might have other opinions, and that's fine. I just don't feel like wolf armor needs to be or needs to come from the armadillo. I feel like wolf armor could just as easily be added in just as a loot from chests. I feel like that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. And the benefit of the horse armor is the fact that you can get it in all the different types of armor. You have leather, you have iron, you have gold, you have diamonds, and with the wolf armor now, it's possible that we would get different tiers with this, but it just doesn't seem like that's part of the plan. So I'm just not sold on its connection to its special ability. But other than that, like, the armadillo is a great add. I love it. It's a bit of a mixed bag for me. Just like the crab, I feel like the crab, if it was between the armadillo and the crab, I think my favorite would probably end up being the crab between the two. But let's talk about the third and final mob. Well, here we are on some stony shores, and this is where we would find the last mob from the mob vote, the penguin. Now, the penguin obviously lives on the stony shores or swims in the ocean nearby. The penguin is said to be a social mob, so it varies from a lot of us Minecraft players in that respect. It is said to be very happy in the water and on land, but it also is a little bit clumsy on land, just like me. We have that in common as well. It is said to be a speedy swimmer, and its special ability is it makes your boat faster. All right, Mojang, let's talk about this. I can see the crab claw, right? It's a big claw. Maybe you can use it as one of those like grabby things, that makes your reach longer. That makes sense. I'll even give you the fact that the armadillo wolf armor makes sense as well, right? Armadillos have armor. You just put that armor on the dog. That makes sense. This penguin making your boat faster, this makes no sense. I see no connection here. Okay, how would it work? The only scene I have in my mind is from Incredibles after the plane crashes is Elastigirl, that's her name, is like makes a boat with her body, and then Dash is like kicking the water behind the boat to make it go faster. That's the image I have in my mind about how a penguin is gonna make your boat faster. I have no idea. I would say this is probably the most out there of the special skills from these mobs, and I'm not really a huge fan of it because I don't really feel like it adds that much to the game. I mean, it's a cool ability. Like the Dolphin's Grace, it feels like it's a lot similar to that, where at least with the Dolphin's Grace, like you have a lack of, supposedly, you don't have a boat, so you're traveling much slower through the water, and so Dolphin's Grace gives you the ability to travel faster through water without the use of a boat. Whereas this, you have a boat, you're already traveling faster. I don't feel like a lot of us wanted to add more speed to boats, and if we did want to add more speed to boats, we could, you know, make it an ice bridge, or, you know, there are ways to get boats to move faster. That is one question I have, though, is if you stack ice speed with a boat and put a penguin in, is it like, you know, mega speed? Do you get more speed from that? Because that would be cool to see. I just don't feel like, again, like it's the best mix of the ability and the mob. I don't know. And maybe they have plans, and they have great plans, and it could turn out amazing, but I just don't really see the connection right now. As far as their biome placement, I mean, I'm fine with the Stony Shores. I mean, honestly, like, look at this place. Like, it's completely barren. There's nothing happening here. Okay, so to have some like chill penguins hanging out over here, like it would certainly brighten up the Stony Shores a little bit. With a name like Stony Shores, you need a little bit of happiness. You need a little penguin happy feet moments going on out here. So I'm perfectly fine with the placement. All the biomes, I think, for the most part, are pretty good. I mean, with the exception of the mangrove swamp, but I don't really feel too strongly about that. And the crab, like, that's a fine match, especially since the turtles already, you know, kind of have ownership of the beach. I'm gonna wrap up my thoughts on the mobs for this year's mob vote. Again, I think the mob vote is a great idea. I just feel like every year it ends up being kind of dreaded, for lack of a better word, from some members of the community, just because, like, if one of these mobs doesn't get added in, which 2 of them won't be added in, I hate to think that we'll never get to see, you know, if the crab does get voted in, which I think is very likely, then we'll never get to see an armadillo in the game, or we'll never get to see a penguin in the game, which would be a travesty. Okay, it would be terrible to not have a penguin in the game. As far as my own opinions, I mean, I enjoy voting for a mob and seeing what gets added in. I haven't had a mob that I've voted for get added in yet. Personally, I am going to full stop vote for the penguin. Like I said, I don't think it has the best special skill, but I can't pass up the opportunity to add a penguin into the game. And my thought process is that ability that the crab has, out of all 3 of the special abilities, I would probably want the crab's special ability the most. I feel like that can be added in later under something else, but I don't think we'll get another chance at the penguin mob. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully maybe you learned something, or maybe you got a different perspective, or maybe you just want to share your perspective with me, which is great. So make sure you comment down below, let me know what you're voting for, put suggestions down below of what Mojang maybe can do better, or maybe what you think they're doing really well. I'll read them all, man. I love seeing your guys' comments and what you guys are thinking. So stay tuned for the mob vote. Maybe we'll do a live stream watching Minecraft live together, but we'll see what goes on. If you feel so inclined, you're welcome to like this video down below, and also drop a subscription, because we're gonna be playing lots more Minecraft on this channel. It's not going away anytime soon. I'm also working on a super secret project with some friends, so stay tuned for that in the future. It does have something to do with this skin, so let that be your hint for today. Don't give Mojang too much hate for, you know, adding in the wrong mob, so to speak, because they have created one of the best games of all time. Well, hope y'all have a great day, and I shall see you in the next video. TechnoPig says bye. See ya.